Hey, this is Ryan from Dakota Angler and Outfitter, and today we're going to be tying Foam Wing RS2. We're using Daiichi 1130 in a size 16 and 70 denier ultra thread. So start your thread right behind the eye. Then we're going to take some Coq de Leon, probably 6 to 8 fibers of it. This is going to make our tail. And I like the tail pretty short on these. You don't want a real long tail, probably half the length of the hook. So start that, and then trim off my excess. Cover that up, and then bring your thread to the back. Making sure you keep those Coq de Leon fibers on top of the hook. Alright, like that. And you can tie this fly in about any color. We're going to use kind of an olive brown here. And you want it to be reasonably thin. It doesn't need to be super skinny, but you don't want it fat either. So just take your time on your dubbing and make sure it's a pretty slender fly. Alright. I'm going to wrap that about 2/3 of the way, maybe between 2/3 and 3/4 of the way up the hook. Alright. Like that. Then we're going to take a piece of 1mm white foam, tie that down over the hook. What I prefer to do, you want this pretty short. I would say roughly a half a hook gap, or between a half and a whole hook gap. So I just measured out how long I want it to be. Do a couple loose wraps and kind of slowly tighten down, make sure you don't cut this foam. You can always trim it when you're done, but I like getting it pretty close to begin with. Then go ahead and trim off your excess. Alright, you can cover that up with thread. Oops. Alright, and take just a little bit more of that olive brown dubbing. You'll just cover up the head of this fly with that. Like that. Kind of a chunky little fly, but not super fat. And then go ahead and whip finish at the front. Perfect. And if you want to, you can take and trim this just to even it up a little bit if you want. But this is a great fly for the North Platte River near Casper, and I've caught a fair number of fish even throughout the Black Hills on it. So definitely one to have if you tie it in like a brown or an olive, or the two I've done best on, but I know gray can be good, black can be good too. Just match it to your local insects. So thanks.